Hey everyone, KeithBot here with a brand new show called Top List Tuesday, where I give you a top 5, top 3, top 10 even, a list of things that are my favorite. So I'm a little bit sick, but I'm not going to let that stop me. To start off, I thought I'd do something that would kind of relate with my subscribers. Instead of just doing, like top 5 Pokemon, most of my videos are Plants vs. Zombies videos. So for my first Top List Tuesday, I'm going to do my top 5 favorite plant variants. So, number 5 would have to be the Toxic Pea. Why? Because the pea shooter is awesome, but he gets even more awesome when he has a toxic aroma that damages zombies just by being near them, as well as when he shoots them. So it's just pretty cool, and I like the design with his all green and glowy toxic effect. Number 4 would have to be the Commando Pea, because he kind of looks like Brambo. The Commando Pea is my number 4 character because I just like the pea shooters in general. They're just awesome for taking out zombies. But what makes it even better than the Toxic Pea and all other pea shooters for me would have to be the fact that he has an automatic weapon. And I just like automatic over the slow moving projectile. Well, slower moving, it's not that slow. Projectiles, and it just shoots at a faster rate. It does less damage, but I like the way it shoots and the way it feels. That's why the Commando Pea is my number 4. Number 3 is actually one of the newer variants, the Alien Sunflower. Why the Alien Sunflower over all other sunflowers? The Alien Sunflower has a weapon that when it hits, it releases spores and it damages them, and it's kind of a unique feel to the character, and I like that I can kind of set up and negate or kind of guide zombies elsewhere, because they're like, oh, spores, I don't want to take damage, so they'll like turn around and head the other way, or if there's a fork in the path, I'll force them down one way where maybe my allies are sitting and waiting for them, maybe a chomper or a few potato mines. But regardless, that's why I like the Alien Sunflower. The art design on all of these characters are cool, so I can't just go on art design. I have to go by gameplay feel for the most part. Number 2 would have to be the Jade Cactus. So why the Jade Cactus? Very similar to the Alien Sunflower, has more health, but what's better than a cactus than having a semi-automatic rifle that explodes. So once it hits the ground, it takes a few seconds and it explodes after that. And it does a decent amount of damage, but it's also better for like crowd control. So I tend to choose this cactus in case I miss. I have a chance of hitting them with the explosion over top of the power cactus, which is the electric cactus, which if you don't know by now, the electric cactus will shock all the other ones, whereas the Jade Cactus it explodes, and it has more health. It's a little bit slower than the other cactuses, but I like it. It's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid choice. So, my honorable mention will have to go to Count Chocula. And Count Chocula would have made the list, but for me, it's my favorite chomper. It's just, I didn't really enjoy playing as the chompers as much, so just didn't quite make it, just a little bit off. I really, really do love the artwork of Count Chocula. I like the way he looks, I like the way he plays compared to the other chompers, because he heals himself, and not healing yourself after consuming a zombie, it just seems really annoying, because you risk a lot when you're taking out a zombie if you're not the only two around. So I like Count Chocula because he heals himself, and because of the music that he plays when he chomps. You hear the organ smash, or you hear like the dun 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 whenever he eats a zombie. So that's why Count Chocula is my honorable mention. Unfortunately, he didn't make the list, but still pretty cool. Number 1 would have to be the Camel Cactus. Why the Camel Cactus? Well, because I like the snipe. I like to just kind of... The cactuses are seen more as a rifle class, I guess, where they just kind of hang back a little bit. pea shooters would be like the frontmen. Sunflowers would be medics. The chompers would be kind of like spies, sneaky, and they gotta get up and close and take out the opponents. But the camo cactus, oh my gosh, 66 damage for a critical shot. So 2 critical shots on a foot soldier, engineer, scientist will take them out completely. For the All-Star, unfortunately, it'll take 4, but I wish it took 3. But it's still just awesome power. You're pretty much unrivaled, because if you're facing an All-Star at long range, you're still going to outmatch them with the camo cactus. It's 33 damage for regular hits, but if you're sniping, you're going for those critical shots. So that is why the camo cactus is my number 1. Thank you for joining me. I hope you can tolerate my voice before I gotta go blow my nose. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below which plant variants in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare are your favorite. If you have any more suggestions for categories, leave them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time.
Subscribe for more awesome videos.